This is your feel-good breakfast show espresso on SABC3. Now, from the early days of conserving the Kalahari lions and sea turtles to pioneering research in climate change, water conservation and environmental leadership, the WWF Nedbank Green Trust has been there pathfinding and forging the way for people and nature to thrive together. Today, I'm excited to welcome Toby Badenhorst and Ryan Sands from the WWF Nedbank Green Trust, who are here to share the incredible work that this organization has been doing and has achieved since its inception 30 years ago, and what we can look forward to with their newly launched hashtag 30 Years Conservation campaign. Now, Toby, the WWF Nedbank Green Trust is celebrating an incredible 30 years of nature conservation. What a milestone it is to celebrate that, especially this year that has literally has been such a torrid time for humanity and the world at large. So talk to us about what people can look forward to as part of this celebration.
Since the Trust's inception in 1990, Nedbank has helped raise more than 300 million on behalf of the WWF Nedbank Green Trust through the Nedbank Green Affinity Program at no cost to Nedbank clients. As part of the 30 Years Conservation campaign, and to thank South Africans for their contribution over the years, we are running a social media competition where participants stand a chance to win their share of 100,000 Rand. The WWF Nedbank Green Trust is giving away shopping vouchers to the value of 1,000 Rand each to 100 lucky winners. The competition is currently running on both the Nedbank and WWF Nedbank Green Trust social media pages until the end of October. Winners are selected and announced at the end of the month, and vouchers can be redeemed in store or online. To introduce an element of intrigue and to get the public involved, we also created physical art installations representing all 6 Green Trust pillars, which have been staged in various Nedbank branches in Gauteng and Cape Town. Through these installations, we are illustrating the personal benefit of conservation by showing people what conservation can achieve for each one of us. For example, the arts installation representing land speaks to how our food doesn't come from a grocery store. Only through the sustainable use of land and by ensuring that biodiversity is protected can we ensure that people and nature thrive and the food on our tables and the environment in which it is grown and protected. Each installation also has a QR code where people are able to scan and learn more about the Green Trust initiatives, and our goal is to encourage the public to learn more about our work and hopefully inspire them to contribute to nature conservation. And it's been great to work with influencers such as Ryan Sands.
Yeah, there's certainly a lot to look forward to. I'm sure, Ryan, you are equally excited to be part of this campaign. Now, of course, as a trail runner, you've competed in various climates and weather conditions around the world. Talk to me about the effect that the environment and the air can have on your sport alone.
Yeah, obviously trail running, I've been lucky enough to run all around the world in some really remote and epic locations, but it all comes down to we need fresh water and clean air to be able to run, but also to survive. And I guess for me, having been in the sport and traveling around the world for the last 13, 15 years, it's quite scary to see how we aren't looking after our environment. We're taking a lot of it for granted, and I think it's important for everyone to kind of play their role. You don't have to go out and be a kind of green fighter as such. I think you can just make the right choices in your everyday life.
Absolutely. I can only just imagine the sights and scenes you've experienced and seen over the past 13, 15 years, as you've said. And you also recently posted an image on your social media platform speaking about the importance of accessing fresh water during a run. Could you elaborate a bit more on this?
Yeah, I guess like a number of times on my runs, when you're out running 100 miles or so, I've often run out of water. And it's probably one of the worst things that can happen to you. And then again, traveling around the world, being in really remote locations and just seeing that, like, some people have to, like, I do a training run, say 40 Ks a day, but some people every day, they have to do a round trip of 40 Ks to be able to get a bucket of water to survive. So it makes you realize how we take these things for granted. And being a WWF ambassador, I was really excited with the WWF Nedbank Green Trust sending me some of these art pieces and just challenging me to create something with it. And I think it's really important for us all to play our part and just to live consciously and make those right decisions every day.
Yeah, poignant message there, Ryan. Now, Toby, how can South Africans support or contribute to nature conservation then?
Well, to support the environment, simply open a Nedbank Green Affinity linked credit card, current savings and or investment account, short-term insurance at any Nedbank branch. Then link your Nedbank Greenbacks to the Nedbank Green Affinity via the app to support nature conservation at no cost to you. Visit any Nedbank branch or call the Nedbank Contact Centre on 0860 555 111 for more information and to allow us to continue the amazing work that we do.
As easy as that. So Ryan, as someone who loves the outdoors, how do you see this campaign encouraging South Africans to contribute towards nature conservation, and why would you encourage them to do the same?
When you start 100 mile, that's 160 Ks, and like every little step counts, and it's the same. Every South African can play their role. Maybe it's only a small role, but if you get a couple of million people doing that, we can all make a kind of change together. I don't think one person can do it on their own. It needs to be kind of collectively done by all South Africans. So yeah, being a new father, like I really want my son and kind of my children to be able to enjoy the outdoors like I have, and then more importantly also just have access to kind of clean water, electricity, still be able to eat like good foods and not have like a whole lot of fish extinct when kind of he's like has his children. So I think it's really important just that we all play our role and stop saying like, oh, I can't do anything. Like if I do something, it's not going to make a difference. Like if you're on a trail and you see some papers, like pick it up. Don't just walk over them.
Yeah, it's the little things that make a big difference, and the two of you, together with the campaign and all the team behind you, are doing extraordinary work. Thanks so much for your time this morning and for telling us all about it.
Thank you all.
Now, if you'd like to contribute to the incredible work being done by the WWF Nedbank Green Trust, you can visit the Nedbank website at www.nedbank.co.za, and of course, follow the conversation online using that hashtag 30 Years Conservation.